غرباء 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 غرباء.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، أصلي وأسلم على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ثم أما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بالإخوة. سنبدأ إن شاء الله بدرسنا في اللغة العربية لغير الناطقين بها. Like you know, أيها الإخوة, you have to revise always this book because it's too many vocabulary and you have to go through it every time again. Okay, brothers? You've done some of the book, I think, eh? Until the end or? ما شاء الله. طيب. Book 2. طيب. اللهم بارك. We were with the first وحدة. عفوا, not the first وحدة, the first حوار. Not the first وحدة. First وحدة means first chapter. عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. And أين وقفنا? Where did we stop? نعم, we are at page 237. لكن I mean which sentence يعني في أي سطر, which line, أو كيف تقضي الوقت في جدة, somewhere in the middle. Oh yeah, نعم, yes. وقفنا, نعم, وقفنا عند منتصف الصفحة. وقفنا, we stopped. عند, at, what's عند? At. منتصف means middle. منتصف الصفحة وجدته. خذ, افعل بنفسك. خذ, كل بعد الدرس. كيف تقضي الوقت في جدة? What's كيف? Who doesn't know what تقضي means? تقضي is you spend. تقضي is you spend. So if you combine it with كيف تقضي is how do you spend? What's كيف تقضي? How do you spend? الوقت, the time. كيف تقضي الوقت means how do you spend the time في جدة, in جدة. So if you know what you spend is, what is I spent? أقضي. Yes. What's I spent? أقضي. And what is he spends? يقضي. Very good. He answers هو يجيب. What's he answers? هو يجيب. So he says أذهب مع الأسرة إلى شاطئ البحر. What's أذهب? I go. مع, with. الأسرة, the family. And after مع you get always كسرة, like you know. مع الأسرة. Okay. Al-usratu is the family. Are there other words for family? What we know? Al-ahl, al-usra, and al-aila. MashaAllah. Allahumma barik. So we have for family al-ailatu, al-usratu, and al-ahlu. Al-ahl. Okay, you say كيف أهلك? How's your family? كيف أهلك? كيف عائلتك? How's your family? كيف أسرتك؟ سقطت. طيب افعل الصورة التي بعد افعل مراجعة. أكمل صورتك ثم الصورة التي بعدها. فهمتني أم لا؟ ماذا استفعل؟ صورتين. أي نعم، ولا تضيع الوقت. I go with the family إلى to شاطئ البحر. شاطئ البحر is the seaside. وأين تذهب الآن? Yes, and where do you go now? Or where do you go now? أذهب إلى مكة. I am going to Mecca. للعمرة. Li is also to do the Umrah. Okay. والصلاة في المسجد الحرام, and the praying in the Masjid al-Haram. So li is here a preposition. Okay. So after the li you get kasra. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, as-salat is also kasra because what is after the waw follows what was before the waw. What is after the waw, you know, was salati, wa. What is after the waw follows what is before the waw. So if after the waw has fatha, that's because before the waw was fatha. Yes, if before the waw is dhamma, then after the waw is dhamma. So you say Muhammadun wa Khalidun. But if it was Muhammadan, then it's wa Khalidan. Yes, Muhammadin wa Khalidin. طيب? They call it na'at wa man'ut. But you will get that inshallah. كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى مكة؟ طيب, we have two new words. Before going to kam, okay, we leave the kam for a bit because of the kam here, you have a problem with translating it into English. تستغرق means like duration or it takes. Yes. How long is the duration? Yani the time of the trip. الرحلة is the journey or the trip. Okay. What is الرحلة? The journey. Okay. And so if we translate it, this جملة, كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى مكة? How long is the duration or does it take the trip or the journey to Mecca? Okay. Yani you want to go to Medina, you want to go to London. So I ask you, كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى London? كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى London? So you're going to give me a time because I ask you how long does it take to London? تستغرق means takes. Yes, تستغرق is takes. يعني how long does it take? Okay? How long does it take? You see why we didn't translate كم? Because كم is how many. You know why we didn't translate كم? Because كم is how many. So if we say how many, then it's difficult in translation.
So what does that mean? Sorry.
نعم تستغرق يعني is takes. How long يعني كم تستغرق how long takes. الرحلة the trip. But if somebody says تستغرق means duration, same. Okay? What means رحلة? Journey. Yes, verb or trip. Now. تستغرق, you can say it takes, because you have to see تستغرق, you have to see تستغرق here as she / it feminine. تستغرق here is she form or it feminine, because الرحلة ends on a ta. الرحلة ends on a ta. That's why you don't use the masculine form for the objects. That's يستغرق. But if we would say, okay, السفر, you hear a ta somewhere? السفر, you don't hear ta. Is masculine or feminine? Masculine. So do we say كم تستغرق السفر إلى مكة? يستغرق. Use the masculine form. يستغرق. That's the it masculine. Okay, brothers? The it issue, yes. So we look to the word after يستغرق or تستغرق. If the word after تستغرق is feminine, then we use the تستغرق. If it's masculine, مذكر, we say يستغرق. تستغرق ساعة واحدة تقريبا. That's how you say, if you say 1 hour in Arabic, ساعة واحدة. Like what? Which word? You know, تستغرق has to do with time, not with persons, as far as I know, you know. You know, you say, أنا Allahu A'lam. I'm not sure. Allahu A'lam. If it's been used for human beings, you know, you say, I was the whole day there. It's,
Like example, how much do you take? Do you use that word?
No, I don't think so. Allahu A'lam. تفضل. Huh? I thought that تقريبا is Urdu. I thought that تقريبا is Urdu, and that's why nobody would ask me maybe تقريبا. What's, you speak Pashto or Urdu? Punjabi. You're the minority here. Yes. Approximately. Yes. Is there a big difference between Punjabi and Urdu? Huh? Not really, yeah? So تقريبا is approximately. But don't forget, تقريبا stays always that with 2 fatha. Even if you put 10 prepositions before it, it's تقريبا. Brothers, تقريبا stays always. تقريبا with 2 fatha. It takes, تستغرق, okay, يعني in this book in this book, أيها الإخوة, as far as I know, you will only get this one. تستغرق ساعة واحدة تقريبا. It takes 1 hour approximately. And we have also, it takes 1.5 hours, but not more than that. Okay? So that's what we will get in the hiwar that will come, or the third hiwar, in the same chapter. So we will not go to 1/2 hour. We go to 2 hours, 2, 3, 4 hours. Yeah. So what is the trip or the journey takes? No, this is a response, not the answer. The journey takes, okay? How do you say the journey takes? You hear two different things. You heard? Some of the brothers started with the verb, the fi'al, and some of the brothers started with the ism, what means noun. So some said, I don't know which side, they said, الرحلة تستغرق. The trip or the journey takes. And the other started, just like in the book, تستغرق الرحلة. They started with the verb. تستغرق takes the journey. Which one is correct? Brothers, both. Brothers, both. You say Muhammad goes, yadhabu Muhammadun. Goes Muhammad. You can use the verb first. Yadhabu Muhammadun. Or you can say Muhammadun yadhabu. Yani, that is both allowed. So, now.
So, you know, if I say, for example, Muhammad yadhabu, you know, Muhammadun, it just gets two dhammas in it. But if I use it after the yadhabu, it gets two fatha.
No, same. Yadhabu Muhammadun. It gets both, always two dhamma here. Muhammadun yadhabu Muhammadun. Naam.
Is it not like the way
Naam.
Isn't it like the way where does he go? Then he says yadhabu Muhammad.
No.
If you put hal, I think in the beginning, hal yadhabu.
No, hal yadhabu Muhammadun. That's Muhammad goes. So, can somebody look if this is readable? Jazakallahu khairan. Barakallahu fik. Okay, now comes the difficult issue. How do you say 2 hours? The trip, the journey takes 2 hours. تستغرق الرحلة ما شاء الله ساعتين. ساعتين. Okay, ساعتين. Okay? We all know that the root of ساعتين is ساعتان. The root of every double form in Arabic is ani. Every double form. But when there is a situation, and you will learn this later on, then it becomes aini. Yani, the alif becomes a ya. And like I told you, there are two reasons, main reasons, not two reasons, two main reasons why ani becomes aini. One is?
If there's like fi.
Preposition. If there is preposition, ani becomes aini. You know, so you say the two houses. What's the two houses? Al-Baytani. No, the root. The two houses. Al-Baytani. This is the root. But in the two houses, fil Baytani. Because fi is preposition, so change ani to aini. Okay? The second issue is the what issue. Nah. The what issue. Yes. So what is the two houses? Just the two houses. Al-Baytani. I saw the two houses. Ra'aytu what? What did you see? Ra'aytu al-Baytayni. Okay, brothers? طيب. You know, in book 2, you will get that this whole what issue has one word. مفعول به. Who has heard this before? Who has heard this before? مفعول به. Who has heard? مفعول به is this whole what issue. I saw the two houses. I saw what? Al-Baytayni. Baytayni is مفعول به. But that's book 2. So you need sabr. Okay, brothers? Inshallah. تستغرق الرحلة ساعتين. Okay, we go a bit more difficult. 3 hours. The trip or the journey takes 3 hours. Just let me write this before. One moment, please. تستغرق Who knows? He raises his finger. الذي, the one. الذي يعرف, the one that knows. يرفع, raises. أصبعه, his finger. أظن, I think that I know. I think that I know. أظن أنني, very close. That I, أنني. What's that? أن, that I. You know, أنه, that he. أنني أعرف. أظن أنني أعرف. تستغرق الرحلة. تفضل.
3 ساعات.
اللهم بارك. 3 ساعات. You know, there is so much grammar in this 3 ساعات, and he did it all good. اللهم بارك. First of all, what he did is that between 3 and 10, the ساعة becomes plural. ساعات. Secondly, what he did, the sa'atun, he made sa'atin. And thirdly, what he did, because sa'atun is feminine, he put the number masculine, opposite. So look how many things he did. So, Allahumma barik. Allahumma barik. Thalatha ساعات. Open ta. ساعات. Ta مفتوحة. So, from 3 to 10, is this masculine or feminine word? ساعات. Feminine. How do you know? Not because of this ta. You have to go to the root, the single form. And the single form is ساعة. With this. With tal marbuta. So now you know it's feminine, isn't it? Because you go to the root, the single form. So after knowing that, from 3 to 10, the number has to be opposite. If this is feminine, the number has to be masculine. If this is masculine, the number has to be feminine, opposite. So we also know now the journey takes 4 hours. How do you say 4 hours? Arba'a. We know that arba'ata is feminine 4. But we use the arba'a, the masculine 4. Okay? This is something that is good to know. طيب. Let's say that if somebody would say تستغرق الرحلة ساعة تقريبا. Is that good? Who says yes? If somebody will say تستغرق الرحلة ساعة تقريبا, you remove the واحدة. Look to the last sentence, the آخر جملة, last sentence. You remove the واحدة. Who says correct?
That's not correct.
Who says correct? Is correct. Look, you can say تستغرق الرحلة, the journey takes شهرا واحدا, 1 month. Or تستغرق الرحلة شهرا. The شهرا stands for 1 already. The واحدا is only emphasized, تأكيد. So you can say تستغرق الرحلة يوما, a day. You can say سأذهب إلى مكة شهرا. I go to Mecca for a month. سأذهب إلى مكة شهرا واحدا, 1 month. So the واحدا is only to emphasize. Okay, brothers? طيب. هل هناك سؤال? Is there a question about this حوار? Is a verb. تستغرق is present tense verb. نعم. Why is it a present tense verb? Because you can change it from the she form to the he form. That's the sign that it's a verb. Okay? طيب. الحوار الثاني. You have حوار الثاني. What's الحوار الثاني? Second, dialogue, conversation. انظر واستمع وأعد and repeat. Look and listen and repeat. We have حوار بين. What's بين? ليث وثامر. نعم. ليث means also lion. Layth means also lion. Just like Asad. What is lion? Asad, Layth, نعم, and so forth and so on. Who haven't read before حوار? He cannot remember that he read, like this حوار. تفضل. تفضل.
من أين حضرت؟
حضرت من اليمن. أنا يمني. أنا يمني.
يمني. أنا يمني.
أنا يمني.
We will repeat it after them, inshallah, okay?
ومتى حضرت من اليمن؟
حضرت قبل 10
سنوات. سنوات. What is 1 year? سنة. What is years? سنوات. Today we learn the plural of year. Very important. Years. سنوات. You put the واو with it.
هل معك الجنسية اليمنية؟
نعم، ومعي جواز السفر اليمني.
هل حضرت؟
اليمني.
يمني.
نعم.
هل حضرت للعمل؟
لا، حضرت
للدراسة. You can put a كسرة beneath the lam. The first lam. للدراسة.
وبعد الدراسة تزوجت.
وماذا تعمل هنا؟
أنا أستاذ في الجامعة.
هل تزور اليمن؟
نعم أقضي العطلة مع الأسرة في اليمن.
هل أنت سعيد هنا؟
نعم الحمد لله.
طيب جيد. You read good أخ عادل. You have to read a bit more inshallah. The more you read, the faster you can read. Don't think there is other solution for the one that reads slowly. The only solution is, after the tawfiq of Allah, is what? Read more. The more you read, the faster you can read. Not only in Arabic. You see people sometimes come to England, immigrants. They read very slow, maybe when you was at school. They read very slow when they just come, you've seen? But after a while, they read just like English people. This is also in Arabic. The more you read, the faster your reading will be. And the best thing to read is the Quran for the ajr, and also because it's easy. It has full shakl. It has shakl. Fatha, Dhamma, Kasra. Not like the difficult Islamic books where you don't find the Fatha, Kasra. And but for the one that knows Arabic, he does not need the Fatha. He knows that Bayna is Bayna, even without that. Okay? He knows Al-Bayt is pronounced like that because he knows the words. Okay, brothers? من أين حضرت؟ حضرت من اليمن. أنا يمني. ومتى حضرت من اليمن؟ حضرت قبل 10 سنوات. هل معك الجنسية اليمنية؟ نعم. ومعي جواز السفر اليمني. هل حضرت للعمل؟ لا. حضرت للدراسة. وبعد الدراسة تزوجت. وماذا تعمل هنا؟ أنا أستاذ في الجامعة. هل تزور اليمن؟ نعم. أقضي العطلة مع الأسرة في اليمن. هل أنت سعيد هنا؟ نعم والحمد لله. طيب هل هناك سؤال؟ Is there a question? يعني about the حوار. Is there a word that you don't understand? أيو حضرت. Okay, one moment. حضرت. Which one also? أي كلمة أيضا. How do you say which word also? أي which. أي كلمة أيضا also. قبل. Who said قبل? قبل. طيب. قبل. طيب. We will explain them all inshallah. Okay. Okay, one moment. We do also that one. أي كلمة أيضا. جواز. طيب one moment. بس هذا فقط. تزور. Oh yeah, تزور. طيب we start from the top. What is min? From. If you say min aina, from where? Okay, one moment. We have in this حوار two past tense verbs. في هذا الحوار فعلان ماضيان. Two فعل ماضي. What means past tense? أيهما? Which two? Okay, بسم الله. حضرت and? What's the second one, brothers? No, this present tense. تزوجت. Okay, one moment. Don't write from the book. You write only from the board now. اللوحة. عفوا, it's not لوحة. لوحة is notice board. This is سبورة. نعم. We start with the root. Root is always he form. حضر and تزوج. This is the root. This is the root of حضرت and this is the root of تزوجت. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. So we can say with حضر, he came. And تزوج, he married. Both are past tense. فعل ماضي. To paste or to join or to attach a pronoun like I married, first thing you have to do, make the fatha sukun. Make the fatha of hadara sukun. So I came, hadar tu. Also with you came, hadar ta. You feminine came, hadar ti.
Only last word.
Yes. We came, hadarna. So that's he came. So what is hadartu, like you see here? Oh no, it's not hadartu. Here is hadarta. You masculine came. So you put hadarta, you masculine came. So you do you came and then M between the brackets. باقي شوية. From where did you came? Oh yeah, we see beneath it hadartu. What's hadartu? I came. What's mean? From. What does hadartu mean?
Came from.
I came from. From where did you come? It has to be past tense. From where did you come? Is that good English? From where did you come? It's okay, yeah? From where did you come? Is it حضرت من اليمن? I came from اليمن. Another widely used word for حضرت is جئت. من أين جئت? You heard this before? من أين جئت? جئت من. I came from. You want me to write it?
That's the jit in the Quran.
Yes, it's pure Arabic. It's in the Quran. قد جئتكم. So, okay. هو جاء. He came is also جاء. It's also used as he came. جاء, he came. جئت, I came.
Sahih to write
Hmm?
G to with alif.
No, no. This is the only way you write it. Because there is a kasra on the jim, so the hamza goes on a chair like that. What's that? جاء, he came, جاء, وجاء ربك والملك صفا صفا. And حضر, it will come only with the he form. Okay? حضرت من اليمن, I came from اليمن. Why it's here min al-Yaman and not min? Because min is from. What's mina?
Because of the sukun.
Because of the iltiqa'u iltiqa'u sakinain. Because that two sukuns met each other. So just saying, if you just want to say from, what's from? Min. With the sukun on the noon. Min is from. So why it's min al-Yamani?
Because there is sukun on the alif lam.
Where is the second sukun?
On the lam.
On this lam.
No, second.
No,
The lam. The attached lam.
Huh?
Al-Yaman on the noun.
The lam.
This one.
No. Yeah. That one.
Yes. Did I say before that the sukun was on the alif? Yes. I take my words back. Astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayh. I did some research. The alif, the second alif, you see it many times at L. You have to compromise the first one because the word with the L comes after it. The problem is not with the hamza here. This is hamzatul wasl. It's been called hamzatul wasl. And it has a haraka, it has a kasra, a fatha. But this is a weak hamza. What means weak hamza? You don't pronounce it if it comes in the middle. Okay? Allahu. You see, Allahu. But if you just put one letter before it, just like the wa, wallahi. You go directly to the lam, wallahi. So, what's the house? Al-Baytu. In the house, fil. You go directly to the lam, fil bayti. So, because of that, because of the problem with the issue with the pronunciation, it is the lam that has the second sukun. Because this hamzatul wasl, it falls in the pronunciation. So minal Yamani, minal, you see, minal, the lam. So the issue is what is the second sukun? Lam, on the lam. And always the first one compromises, not the second one. So min becomes mina. Look. Minal Yamani. Okay, brothers?
Why is called the noun the noon? Could be a fatha or kasra.
Which one? Here.
Minal, we can put a minil
No.
or minul.
No.
Is there any reason we put the noun there?
This is just the way the Arabs do it. The Arabic language is like that.
You can like say money, but you cannot say meaning. On this word.
No. It depends, sometimes it's kasra. Sometimes it's fatha. Sometimes it's dhamma. If you go deep in the grammar, you will know when to use this, when to use that. Now, there are rules. Okay? طيب. ومتى حضرت من اليمن. What's ومتى? You have problem with when and why and what. Mata is when. Mata stays when. always when. Mata is when. Don't forget that one. Mata is what? When. Keep it like when. ومتى حضرت من اليمن. ومتى حضرت, you came. And when did you came, or when did you come from Al-Yaman? حضرت قبل 10 سنوات. حضرت is I came. Yes, that's the literally meaning. I came before 10 years. But in English they say 10 years ago. So قبل is before. What's بعد? After. بعد is after. And قبل is before. And after the word قبل and بعد you get kasra. Okay? That's why you see بعد 10 سنوات. And I don't need to explain that sanawat is feminine, because the single form is sanatun. And because of that, between 3 and 10, it has to be opposite. So sanawat, is that masculine or feminine? Feminine, because the single one, sanatun and sunata. So the number has to be masculine. And look to the number here. It's not ashrati. It's ashri. You have also the feminine 10. What means ashrati? Okay. So حضرت قبل 10. Why is ashri? Because why is ashri with the kasra? Because of the qabla. Qabla is, yeah, same, has the same effect as fi and all the prepositions. So بعد and qabla you get kasra after it, because it has the same effect as the prepositions. طيب. No. No. They call them darf. They call them darf in the Arabic language. والله أعلم. هل معك الجنسية اليمنية؟ Yes, to be precise, هل معك, do you have with you? مع is with. معك is with, you masculine. معك, if you talk to a woman, هل معك, do you have with you? يعني with you, يعني do you have that with you? And it does not mean with you in your top or in your hand, but يعني do you have this nationality? Okay? هل معك الجنسية اليمنية? Do you have with you the Yemeni nationality? نعم. Yes. ومعي, what's ومعي? I have with me جواز السفر اليمني. Brothers, جواز السفر means passport. جواز السفر, these two words has one meaning. What's passport? جواز السفر. If you want to focus on this word, جواز السفر, you want to know more about it, okay? Then jawaz is like permit, and safar is travel. What's safar, brothers? Like dua safar. What is safar? Travel. And what is jawaz? Permit. Yani travel permit. Yani with the travel permit you can travel. So jawaz safar in one easy word is passport.
Travel document.
Travel document. Naam. So it's passport. You might go to Saudi Arabia, or to the Emirates or any Arabic country, and you hear only this. هل معك? Listen good. This is another word. Al-Jawaz. Just quick. They want to shorten it. أين الجواز? أين الجواز? This immigration police. If they catch you, they say أين الجواز? Especially after the Hajj period and after the Ramadan period. Then a lot of people are overstaying there. They don't want to go back to their countries. So they come with plain clothes. So, أين الجواز? Where is the passport? And trust me, if you say I left it in the hotel or something, they might not believe you. They take you with them to the deportation center. It's not nice. You sit there with maybe 70 people in one room. Eh? You wait for your plane to take you to your country. That's why. Especially some African countries, they wait maybe 3 months or more.
How big is the room?
It's maybe like, maybe, yes, I've been there. It's maybe from here to the wall, with one toilet for all. What happened to me when I was 17 years old or 18, I went to Umrah with my mother. And I was her mahram. And we were in the Masjid al-Haram in Mecca. And I needed to go to the al-hammam, the bathroom. So you know, it's not inside the masjid, it's outside the masjid. So I went there, and when I was coming back, I saw a group of people on their knees. They all had to sit on their knees, a whole row of people, Asians, Indonesians. So I was just looking, you know, I was still quite young. And while I was looking, a man with a white tobe, he came to me. He said, "Where's your..." I said, "My mother has it." He said, "Okay." He said, "Sit there." He didn't trust me. And my Arabic was also weak. It's still weak, but then it was weaker. So I had to sit on my knees, the man at the front and the woman at the back. And really, my mother had my passport, and I was not the overstayer. We had, alhamdulillah, still a lot of days left. So they took us in a bus with metal, you know. And also in the bus is a door that you cannot go to the driver. So we were taken to Jeddah.
Like a prisoner.
Like prison bus, yes. We were taken to Jeddah. So when we came there, there was a very big square, and all people were there. So the man with the microphone, you know, loudspeaker, naam. He says, Africans there. A lot went there, you know. Asians there. A lot of Asians were there. Indonesians there. Turkish there. At the end, I was the only one staying at the square because I have Dutch nationality from Netherlands. So they didn't know where to put me. Because, you know, normally, you know, so they were like, "What do we have to do with you?" Then they put me with the Algerians and the Moroccans, you know. I have also Moroccan nationality. I have a double nationality. So, subhanAllah, we were sitting there and we slept there, and full of cockroaches. I killed maybe hundreds, you know, subhanAllah, everywhere on the wall, dirty toilet. And, you know, people were really, it was really bad, you know. And I saw also beating, you know, like some were slapped and hit, you know. And I don't know why. And, you know, the strange things, it's something it's really funny, to be honest. You know, when we went to this jail, we had to stand, you know, and they were taking photo of us, you know. You know, photo for... But when you take the photo, he said 10 riyal. You have to pay for your... Yani, you will never see that photo. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for your photo. And there was a man in front of me, and I think he's Asian man. I think he's from Bangladesh or somewhere, you know. And he had not that 10 riyal. So the man said, you will sit 3 months extra here, because he could not pay the 10 riyals. So alhamdulillah, somebody paid for him the 10 riyals. So it was really bad. يعني alhamdulillah. And alhamdulillah, when we sat there, you know, there is a boy, you know, the windows like that small. And it's not a window, you can open it and lock it from the outside, you know. So after a while, there was a boy, he was maybe 18 years. And he's saying to the people in the jail, you want me to call your parents? Because my mother didn't know where I was. And that was hurting me the most. So he said, you want me to call? Give 5 riyal. So you have to write the phone number, you have to put it with the money in the thing. But you don't know, he's going to call? He might say, I've called for you, because, you know, you just see him, you give him, you say, call this number for me. Say, I'm here and here. So I gave him the money. Alhamdulillah, he called my mother mobile, and he said where I am. So alhamdulillah, then alhamdulillah, I came out, you know, after my mother went and figured it out.
That's not right though, innit? Because if you were your mom's mahram and they took you and your mom was alone, you could like said to them, this is haram. You can't do that.
You can do that, but things go different than you think, akhi. Akhi, I met people in the bus. I met people in the bus. One had his laptop in the hotel room. You know, one hired a car. You know, they will not give you the chance, because this true. Some people, they lie. You know, they say, let me go to the hotel, and then they run away, or you know, it happens. So they have like a system, like when we catch you, you don't have anything with you, then khalas, you know.
You have to carry a passport everywhere, isn't it?
To carry passport, akhi. Copy of your passport at least, with the visa stamp, you know.
Is it still like that now?
Allahu a'lam, akhi. طيب. So there was a good experience, alhamdulillah. I met brothers practicing, you know, alhamdulillah, people praying in the cell, mashallah, you know. طيب. أيها الإخوة. هل معك الجنسية اليمنية? Do you have with you the Yemeni nationality? نعم. ومعي جواز السفر اليمني. Okay? How do you say? طيب اجلس مع الإخوة. I have with me the British nationality. Akhi, brothers, look. Why do we do this? To practice this in our life. You know, this Jawazu Safar. Because you are not a Yemeni, how can we benefit from learning this word? How do you say, I have with me a Pakistani passport? معي نعم نعم معي جواز السفر الباكستاني. معي with me جواز السفر الباكستاني. How do you say, I have with me the British passport? معي جواز السفر البريطاني. No, البريطاني. Why not البريطانية? Why not اليمنية? Because جواز is masculine. Because جواز is masculine, so اليمني, الباكستاني stays also masculine. Okay, brothers? What is the other word, a shorter word for جواز السفر? الجواز. Okay? And the immigration police in Saudi Arabia, their name is Al-Jawazat. Okay? Al-Jawazat. No. No. Driver's license is different. This رخصة قيادة. Border post. Yes. Yes.
Can you smuggle this? Saudi.
طيب. this one is also important. هل حضرت للعمل. What's هل حضرت للعمل? نعم. Have you come or did you come to work? Okay. للعمل for work or to work. Like I said, to, that's what I found in the Google Translate, to work, but for work is also maybe good. لا حضرت للدراسة. No, I came for study or to study. I came to study. وبعد الدراسة, and after the study, تزوجت. I married. What's you married, masculine? تزوجت. تزوجت. What's you feminine married? تزوجتي. He married. هو تزوج. That's the root here. The root تزوج. This is the he form.
I wanted to know about that ta. It's wrong to say zawaja.
You remove the first ta. I think it's wrong, yeah. Because that's the root of the verb. You cannot take something out of it. تزوج is he married.
Take a ta out and it will be a zawj.
Yes, yes. نعم. So it's تزوج is he married. وماذا تعمل هنا?
And what do you do here?
Look. وماذا تعمل هنا has two meanings. وماذا تعمل هنا has two meanings. It depends on the context. So you say, if you talk with a person about al-amal, what's al-amal? The work. You say, ماذا تعمل هنا? What do you work as? Here. But, you know, your mother is like searching for you in the house and she finds you in a room. She says, ماذا تعمل هنا? What do you do here? So تعمل can has a meaning of تفعل, you do. تعمل can have a meaning as تفعل, you do. But تعمل can also mean you work. Let me make it easy for you. تعمل can means you work or تعمل can means you do. Is it easy now? But the root is from عمل, what means work. Yani you come inside a sharika, a company, and there are many people working in the sharika. So you say, ماذا تعمل هنا? What do you work as here? Yeah. نعم. أنا مدير الشركة. I'm the manager of the sharika, and so forth and so on. Or you see a person in your country, so you say, ماذا تعمل هنا? What do you work as here? He said, أنا أستاذ في الجامعة. I'm a teacher. في الجامعة is in the university. And two other words for أستاذ is مدرس and معلم. Now we have two present tense verbs, like we had two past tense. طيب. Which one? أيو تزور and أقضي. نعم. We had also تعمل, it's also present tense, so we have three. But we have done تعمل, you work as. تزور أن أقضي. تزور is you visit. You mail visit. You haven't heard the word زيارة? Is it not Urdu? زيارة. Yes, زيارة is يعني visiting. زيارة يعني the family or the ziyarah of the grave. No. They say you know, when you do Umrah, they say Umrah and Ziyarah. Yani Ziyarah to the places in Medina, you know, but there's a lot of bid'ah in that. There's a lot of bid'ah in that because they take you to places where there is no virtue, no speciality, like a Sab' al-Masajid, the 7 mosques. There's nothing there to go. You know, the ulama, Sheikh Fawzan, the scholars, they warned against that. Masjid al-Qiblatain, you know, they take you with the bus, they want to earn money, you know. The people, they bring you there and there, they bring you to... When you go to Medina, you pray in Quba. When you pray in... Prophet ﷺ said, when you pray in Quba, a prayer, so it can be any prayer, you have the ajr of al-Umrah. And also the Prophet ﷺ used to go to Shuhada Uhud, yani the martyrs of the Battle of Uhud, the great Battle of Uhud. And the Masjid al-Nabawi, where the prayer is 1,000 ajr. But tell me anything else in Medina with proof where you can visit. So that are the places. But they go, they say we go ziyarah. You know, you go to Umrah, and then the next day in the morning they go early, they go to ziyarah. They say ziyarah.
If you just go for the visit to have a look around, is that?
You know, akhi, Allahu a'lam.
Not as an intention of Aqidah, but if you go just...
I know, you just want to know the historical side.
Yeah, that's
Yes, yes. You know, although this Masjid Qiblatain means the Masjid with 2 Qibla. Qiblatain means the Masjid with 2 Qibla. Yes, in Medina. But if you look to where this was revealed, you know that the people were facing Palestine, Bayt al-Maqdis, and then they turned to Mecca. Yes, they turned to Mecca with their faces. So some people say Qiblatain, there was where it happened. But when you go back to the hadith, you find that Masjid Quba is the one, or Masjid al-Nabawi is the one where it happened. As far as I know, it happened in Masjid al-Nabawi, and then the Sahabi went to Masjid Quba because Quba was outside Medina in the past. Quba was outside Medina in the past. So it happened in Masjid Quba, I think it was Salat al-Asr. Yani that the news came to them. Because in Medina, it was Dhuhr. And then the Asr prayer, the Sahabi went and they were in Ruku', and he told them that he heard the Messenger ﷺ that the Qibla changed. So while they were in Ruku', they turned around and the Imam went from between them and he went to the other side. So, and this shows us, Ayyul Ikhwa, also that the narration of one, the narration is one, is maqbool, is accepted. You know, some people, some groups, some people, they say, we don't accept the hadith only if it's mutawatir, only if there is a big group of Sahaba telling that. You know, if one Sahabi tells something, we will not accept. Look, this is one of the most important things in Islam is prayer. They accepted, the whole masjid, the whole jama'ah that was praying, accepted the khabar, the narration of one Sahabi. Okay? Just also with al-khamr. You know, when the alcohol was being prohibited, a Sahabi came, he said that it became haram. So the streets of Medina were wet. You know, the alcohol was flooding in the streets of Medina. Everybody stopped it. So the narration of one is accepted. Okay, brothers? As long as he is tiqa, what means trustworthy, and all the Sahaba are trustworthy because Allah praised them above the 7 heavens. He praised them, the Sahaba, and He is pleased with them. Okay? That's why when you see in the Hadith, you know, when we today we are here, and somebody comes to here, okay, comes to the Masjid, and he said, somebody said that Sheikh Al-Fawzan comes today to the Masjid here. Everyone knows who said that. What's his name? Isn't it? Who came with that news? It's not enough to say somebody told me that the Sheikh is coming. But if you find in a book of Hadith, a Sahabi said, then everybody accepts it, even without knowing the name of the Sahabi. You know that? in the ilm of hadith, the knowledge of hadith, if somebody said, a sahabi said, it's mubham, unknown, his name is unknown. A sahabi said, then you have to accept it. Because the sahaba are all trustworthy. While after them, you have to ask, who was that? Who said that? What's the chain? Okay, bismillah. Brothers, tazuru, you visit. This is present tense verb. What is I visit? Azuru. What's he visits? Yazuru. The second one is aqdi. Aqdi is I spent. Have we done this one? Yeah, we have done this one. Okay. So what is then هل تزور اليمن? Do you visit اليمن? نعم. Yes. أقضي العطلة. I spent the holiday مع الأسرة with the family في اليمن. In اليمن. هل أنت سعيد هنا? Are you happy here? هنا is here. هل أنت سعيد هنا is? Are you happy here? So what is سعيد? Apart from سعيد being a name of a person, سعيد means happy. هل أنت سعيد هنا? نعم والحمد لله. Yes and الحمد لله. Brothers, this third hiwar is the most difficult of all three, and you will know why. من يقرأ? What's من يقرأ? Who reads? Who haven't read before? Never this hiwars. تفضل. Who also haven't read? تفضل. أين تسكن الآن is better. أين تسكن الآن. If you don't stop. نعم.
أين تسكن الآن يا بدر؟
أسكن في القرية.
لماذا تركت المدينة؟
القرية هادئة.
هادئة.
والهواء نقي.
والهواء نقي.
ولكن في المدينة
جامعات.
ولكن في المدينة جامعات ومستشفيات وشركات وأسواق.
وفي المدينة أيضا ضوضاء
وتلوث
وازدحام.
لماذا تسكن في القرية وأنت تعمل في المدينة؟
ليس هناك مشكلة.
كيف تذهب إلى المدينة؟
أذهب بالقطار.
كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى المدينة؟
كم تستغرق الرحلة. You don't pronounce the lam. No.
كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى المدينة؟
تستغرق ساعة ونصف الساعة تقريبا.
نعم. Like you see, this is the most difficult hiwar because of the new words that some of you might not know. Before we explain them, inshallah, they're important words. We're going to repeat one time, inshallah. أين تسكن الآن يا بدر؟ أسكن في القرية. لماذا تركت المدينة؟ القرية هادئة والهواء نقي ولكن في المدينة جامعات ومستشفيات وشركات وأسواق وفي المدينة أيضا ضوضاء وتلوث وازدحام لماذا تسكن في القرية وأنت تعمل في المدينة ليس هناك مشكلة كيف تذهب إلى المدينة أذهب بالقطار كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى المدينة تستغرق ساعة ونصف الساعة تقريبا نعم. You know, if you need more, you know, to repeat, you know, you didn't absorb it totally, just go home, put the CD, and the voice is much better than my voice because they are specialists. So you go, put the CD, or if you bought the book with the tapes, you put the tape, you hear it 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, brothers? Just like what I told you yesterday. If you want to become stronger with this, you go on YouTube, you find other explanation of other teacher, you hear his explanation next to my explanation to get to become stronger, okay? Because you always find that what one teacher has, you find the other teacher has some things to add, okay? You find always things that the other teacher doesn't has. So, أين تسكن الآن يا بدر? What's that? Where do you live now, O Badr? What's تسكن? You live. What's I live? أسكن. Very good. أسكن في القرية. Yes, Al-Qarya is the village. Al-Qarya is the village. It's fil qaryati because of the fi. Then it gets a kasra. Fil qaryati. But the root is qaryatun, a village, or al-qaryatu, the village.
What is city?
Oh, next sentence is that. لماذا تركت المدينة? What's لماذا? Why? تركت is you left. Brothers, this is past tense. So, the root is this. The root is taraka, he left. What is he left? Taraka. Taraka, he left. So, after knowing the root, we also know how to change. What is I left? Taraktu. Kharaja went out.
It's not the same as he left.
No. Here is, you know, leaving a place. Taraktu, I left. What is you left? Ta. What's you feminine left? Tarakti. What is we left? Tarakna. You see, alhamdulillah, Mubarak goes automatically now.
You know, you said kharaja. How do you say it in past tense?
Kharajas, he went out. This is past tense.
That's past tense.
Yakhruju, now. Naam.
All left taraktum.
Yes. You lot. Taraktum. Taraktum, you lot, left. Yani you plural.
You two left.
Taraktuma.
You all women left.
Taraktunna. Taraktunna. With the shut down the noon. That's you women left. You women left. طيب. Brothers, people in the past, before knowing this, they used to think that Al-Madinah is only the Al-Madinah Nabawiyah, yani in Medina. But every city is Medina. Medina means city. Medina means city. But Al-Madinah can also mean the Medina in Saudi Arabia. Okay? So you say Medina to London, Medina to Paris, okay? Medina to Birmingham, And some say Birmingham. Birmingham. But Birmingham, that's, I think, the most, maybe the suitable. Birmingham. طيب. Brothers in Islam. What's Madinatun? City. What's Al-Madinatu? The city. So the context that shows that Al-Madina is either the city or Al-Madina, the city in Saudi Arabia. Okay? So you say like, Fil Madinati Qabrun Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This context. What's Fil Madinati Qabrun Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam? What's in the in Medina, the known Medina is the grave of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay?
Ustadh, I'd say
Park, Hadiqatun.
Isn't that garden?
Garden and park. Yeah.
Say I have a حديقة.
Hmm?
Say behind my house the حديقة.
خلف بيتي حديقة. Behind my house is حديقة. But where is that here?
No, you've got a small garden and you say I have a park.
No,
Yes.
obviously that you mean garden.
Okay, طيب. So is this the Medina? What is opposite of عكس قرية? What's عكس? عكس means opposite. What's عكس? Or did? Did is also opposite. Is this the Medina here? Is it the did or عكس of the قرية, or is it the Medina in Saudi Arabia? Yes, the city. لماذا تركت المدينة? Why did you leave the city? Okay, تركت past tense. You left. He said, القرية هادئة. Who doesn't know what هادئة is? Who know? Okay. هادئة is calm, فاصلة, comma, quiet. Calm / quiet. That's هادئة. And because أيها الإخوة, because القرية ends on a ta and is feminine, هادئة has also a ta. هادئة is feminine. Because of what? القرية is feminine. But what is masculine quiet? هادئ. Look like this. هادئ. So if القرية was masculine, هادئة would be changed to هادئ. You understand me, brothers? Brothers, this is not only used with al-qarya or the city or a place is quiet. You can also say, and you have like students in the class, you say Muhammadun hadi'un. You tell his father Muhammadun hadi'un. That means Muhammad is quiet and calm. He's huwa talibun hadi'un. He's a quiet, calm student. Okay? Al-ukhtu, the sister, hadi'atun. She doesn't talk too much, doesn't make noise. طيب? Calm and quiet. You don't hear. Yes, I think so. What do you think? Calm, quiet. No, that's uskut. That's be quiet. Uskut. What means hadi'atun? I tell you what hadi'atun means. Muhammadun hadi'un. He doesn't talk in the class. Al-qaryatu hadi'atun. When you go to the qarya, hadi'atun, you don't hear anything. Maybe 1 hour and one car and a half hour. Al-qaryatu hadi'atun. It's not noisy. Enough villages. Eh?
What is a village?
No, a village is not like city. Village, a few people live there. A lot of things you don't have. Farm. طيب.
Outside of a city, yeah, if it's surrounded by countryside, it'd be on its own, few houses. That's it.
Listen, he explains to you. Listen to Tayyib. Tayyib explains to you.
Is there a countryside around it?
Yeah, there will be, yeah. That's what a village is.
Maybe a farm.
Yes. Village, countryside around it. Eh? No, the countryside itself is al-bar. The countryside itself is al-bar. People don't really live there. I can explain to you, inshallah. Listen to me, Abu Bakr. If you have a countryside, what's countryside, brothers? Al-bar. But if people have houses in the countryside, then it becomes a village. But not too much houses, because it might be a city at the end of the day, a town. طيب, brothers. وَالْهَوَاءُ نَقِيٌّ. Who knows what al-hawa is? The air. Al-hawa'u is naqiyun. Naqiyun, clean, clean slash fresh. Nadif is also clean. Barakallah. Nadif. Nadifun is also clean. And naqiyun is also, yes. So, naqiyun is clean or fresh. You know, the hawa in the village, in the qarya, it's not like the hawa in busy cities. Maybe you smell the hawa of the village in the city when? In the early morning. You know, when there is almost nobody at street, you just open the door, you smell fresh air. In the city, only in the morning. Very early, you know. Okay? But during the day, it's different. You know, the qarya, the hawa and the qarya is different, subhanAllah. It's clean and fresh. You know, subhanAllah, we are exposed to so many pollution. We don't even think about it. We, our children.
Hawa, desires, people have desires.
No, ahwa. Desirous ahwa.
Same spelling.
But ahwa is desirous, plural. One desire is hawa. Same. Same, brothers.
Same spelling.
Yes, desire is hawa.
And the name, Hawa?
So you can only tell the meaning in the context, and
Context. Oh, hawa. Oh, the name, no. The name is hawa. Like Adam wa Hawa. That's like this with the ha. Okay, brothers. أفرأيت الذي اتخذ إلهه هواه. Have you seen the one that took his ilah as hawa? Yani desire, you know. So hawa'un means air, and hawa'un means desire. Brothers, be with me inshallah. Muhammad, uskut. What is desire? Also hawa. Desire. Yes. And that's why in the books of Aqidah, the Salaf, they talk about Ahlul Ahwa, the people of desire. Desires. The plurals Ahwa. Ahlul Ahwa. Yes. Wallahu a'lam. Wallahu a'lam. I'm not sure, but Allahu a'lam. Because sometimes al-ahwa has not to do with bid'ah, al-ahwa, desires, but it takes you to shahawat, to, not shubuhat. Shubuhat is doubts. Shahawat is your lusts. Your lusts. You know, looking to haram. That's also ahwa. You know, it takes you to that. To sins. Jahiliyyah is the ignorance time before the Prophet ﷺ came. That's Jahiliyyah. So that's why it's not allowed to say we are living in Jahiliyyah. You're not allowed to say we live in Jahiliyyah, because that time is over. And if you say we live in Jahiliyyah, then you are going against the hadith that says that there is a group of ummah that will always stay on the truth. If you say all is Jahiliyyah, but a person might have some Jahiliyyah in him. Okay? Okay? A person might have some Jahiliyyah in him, like it happened to somebody in the time of the Prophet ﷺ when he spoke ill about somebody's mother. So the Prophet ﷺ said, "Inna kamru'un," you are a person, fika jahiliyyah, you have jahili in you. You're not all. He's a Muslim. Sahabi radiallahu anhu. He's better than everybody of us. Sahabi is higher than everybody else who came after them. But don't say Jahiliyyah. We live in Jahiliyyah. This is almost like, going towards takfir of people, making takfir of people. Seeing everything black. There is no khair in this ummah. We live in Jahiliyyah. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Man qala halaka an-nas fahuwa ahlakuhum." The Prophet ﷺ said, who said, the people are destroyed. Somebody is really in stress. He only sees black. Everything goes bad in the ummah. So he says, halaka an-nas, the people are destroyed. The Prophet ﷺ said, the one that says that, he's the most destroyed of them. The one who said, the people are destroyed. So there's always a group of the ummah that stays on the truth. And one moment, and the people that stays on the truth, they are the group that the Prophet ﷺ said in the authentic hadith that the ummah will be divided in 73 sects, all in hellfire, except for one. And like Imam Ahmad rahimahullah said, if that group is not Ahl Hadith, then I don't know who that is. Imam Ahmad rahimahullah said, if that Safed group, the Safed sect, is not Ahl Hadith, then I don't know who that is. In other words, they are Ahlul Hadith, Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, As-Salafiyun, because the Messenger ﷺ said, the Sahaba were afraid. Who is that group? Only one is in the Jannah. Who is that group? They were afraid for themselves. They were afraid for themselves. So the Prophet ﷺ made them calm and told them the true group by saying, Hum ala mithli ma ana alayhi al-yawm wa ashabi. They are upon what I am upon today and my friends. So Salaf means we follow the Salaf, we follow the Sahaba in their understanding of the. We don't say we are like Abu Bakr and Umar. Nobody says that. But we try to follow, to understand, like the Prophet ﷺ told. They are like where I am upon today and my friends. It's very important, my friends. Because me and you can follow a hadith, but with our own understanding, not the understanding of the Sahaba. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ is bringing to us and emphasizing the importance of understanding the Islam like the Sahaba. Alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnat al-khulafa al-rashidin al-mahdiyyin min ba'di addu alayha bin nawajid. Hold on my sunnah and the sunnah of the khulafa al-rashidin. Stick a bite on it with the molar teeth. If you bite something with your molar teeth, try to take it off. If you bite with it with your front teeth, somebody can rip it off. But molar teeth is so strong. So we have to stick. And the Prophet ﷺ called what they do also sunnah. He said sunnatul khulafa. He mentioned that their action is also sunnah. Not only the action of the Prophet ﷺ. So we have to follow the Sahaba radiallahu anhum. So we advise everybody to be on the path of as-salaf as-salih. Naam.
Yeah, Ustadh, when Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal said that, I don't know who they are, the Ahlul Hadith, does he mean like this group that's called Ahlul Hadith, or just actually someone who actually follows the Hadith? So he whatever the Prophet did, Like, you know, Ibn Umar, he used to ride a horse to a particular tree just because the Prophet
Naam.
Is it like that, or does it mean just like the methodology? You know, a lot of people just say methodology, but they don't actually like implement
No.
that belief.
Al-Hadith is known. Al-Hadith are the people who follow the Hadith of Prophet. When the Hadith comes to them, they accept it. They don't say, but my father said. Yeah, but the madhab in our country is. Okay? But my opinion, you know, ra'i, my opinion says, they follow the Hadith. When the Hadith comes to them, even if it's against their customs. Okay? And Ahl Hadith, they also follow the understanding of the Salaf. The understanding the Hadith, the understanding of the Salaf as-Salih. So Allahu A'lam. Ahl Hadith, they are not now. Ahl Hadith from the time Imam Ahmad, when did he live? He said Ahl Hadith. So it's not something only now or, okay? طيب أيها الإخوة. You can also say ثوبك, your ثوب نقي. That's what I wanted to say. Your ثوب is clean. ثوبك نظيف or نقي. The brother just said a word that is similar to نقي. Is going to write it here. That is نظيف. What is clean, brothers? نظيف. نظيف. What's نظيف? Clean. What's نقي? Clean. So you say ثوبك, your ثوب نظيف or نقي.
So how do you say dirty?
وسخ. He said what's dirty? He said what's dirty? وسخ. You can also say ثوبك متسخ. I think that's better. Brother Abu Bakr, متسخ. And if you go all the way back to the last page of the vocabulary, you find it there. The last page at the end of the book. Page 386. 386. What do you see? Nadifun and muttasikhun next to each other. You don't see? Above the lock, above the key. What is dirty? Muttasikhun. Right there, muttasikhun. 386. Right. Nadifun, clean.
You know, if I say
You don't see that, brothers?
your car, if I want to say your car is clean, you know the clean, does it become feminine? So you say
Yes. Sayaratuka nadifatun or naqiyatun. If it's feminine, then the ta comes. Yes. Okay, brothers.
Does qawiyyun mean strong?
Now, you know when the person, his name is Badr in the Hiwar, he tries to convince him of the qarya. You know the importance of the qarya. What did Ahmed say? What did Ahmed say in response? ولكن, but في المدينة, in the city, جامعات. What's جامعات? Universities. It has to be plural, brothers. جامعات is universities. ومستشفيات. One or more? Three or more, yes. مستشفيات, hospitals. Why do I say three or more? Because you have also a double form. Okay? ومستشفيات and hospitals وشركات. Who knows شركات? Companies. It's all plural, brothers. وشركات وأسواق. Yes. And markets. وأسواق and markets. Okay? If you go out of Masjid Nabawi, you go out door number 4 or door number 1, you see very big Aswaqul Haram. Aswaqul Haram. You know, big different markets, different doors. Okay? Aswaq is markets. Is the jama' of plural of suq. وفي المدينة أيضا, and in the, you know, he's now refuting him. You know, he's telling him the good things about the city. But now Badr is telling him the negative sides of the city. He said وفي المدينة أيضا. What means? And in the city is also, who doesn't know what dawda'u means? Who doesn't know? No, I said who doesn't know, not who knows. Naam. Naam. Brothers, I can easily, bi'idhnillah, explain this to you. We have done, isn't it, hadi'un or hadi'atun? We have done hadi'atun. Hadi'atun is the opposite of dawda'. Yani, hadi'atun is calm and quiet. So dawda'u means noisy. Dawda'u is noisy. And talawuthun means pollution. Talawuthun means pollution. Okay, brothers? And who knows izdihamun? Yes, busy, crowded. That's what I found as translation. Busy or crowded? Crowd. No, izdiham. You know, izdiham can be without a car. You know, in the masjid is izdiham. What's that? Congested. Jazakallah khair, Al-Karim. So we're going to write this. Congested. I don't know how to spell it. You know how? G-E-S-T-E-D. Congested. Barakallahu fik. Naam. Naam. Congested. So, subhanallah, look to the problems that are happening in the city. We have dawda, noisy. You know, some cities, you go from part to other part of the city, it takes you 45 minutes maybe. You know? Sometimes, brothers, from here, from area, you know when the school goes out, 4, 5, from area to another area takes you half hour. But subhanallah, qarya, never traffic. Okay? Secondly, talawuthun. What's talawuthun? Pollution. And that is the dirt that comes out of the factories, you know? You see that cars, not only factory, but also factories, you know, the smoke that comes out, the gas of the cars, pollution. And that's why some cities, you know, you find a lot of, I was in Jakarta, 16 million people live there. SubhanAllah, if you look to the sky, the capital of Indonesia, China also, I haven't been there, but also, yes. So subhanallah. طيب. لماذا تسكن في القرية? He's trying now to give him a reply. He said, لماذا تسكن في القرية وأنت تعمل في المدينة? What's لماذا تسكن في القرية? Why do you live in the village? وأنت تعمل في المدينة. Yes, why do you live in the village and you work in the city? Yani, if you are complaining so much about the city, then why are you living in a village and you work in the city? He said, ليس هناك مشكلة. I want you to learn this word, this sentence. There is no problem. ليس هناك مشكلة. There is no problem. ليس هناك مشكلة. Yes. No, it's just like that. It stays maybe like that. Mushkila, wallahu alam. Problem is mushkilatun. Problem means mushkilatun. So, listen, he says, ليس هناك مشكلة. There is no problem. In what? In the fact that he lives in the qarya and he works in the city. Not. Laysa means not. Or it's denying. Laysa is denying. Hunaka, there. Like huna means here. Hunaka means there. Look, brothers. This is, I think, wallahu alam, the ideal, the best way of maybe, you know, nowadays living. You live in a village, so you get the benefit of the quietness and the cleanness and mostly much lesser fitna in the village. But in the same time, the city is closed. So if you need to go to the hospital, okay, you need to go to the supermarkets because you don't have maybe the big supermarkets in the village, you go to the city. Who thinks that's a good idea? Sorry? Sorry?
No masjid in the village here in this country.
There's no...
Masjids, masajids in the village.
Yeah, I'm talking about Islamic country. No. No, he said, in Qarya you don't have really a big community Muslim, you don't have masjid. Maybe some villages here you have, I'm not sure, but... No. Maybe you can start yourself a masjid. Maybe you can start a masjid yourself.
Is there a hadith which says that Prophet said that a person who pray, if you pray out in the open desert, you get reward of like 1,250 salah?
No. I can only tell you one hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Man sakana al-badiyata jafa." Whoever sakana lives in a badia, badia is no, badia means like al-bar, countryside. Al-badia, jafa. Jafa means his character will be hard. Because he doesn't mix with people. Only animals and, always like he's in a state of hunting. He's always in a state of being, danger can become anytime. The hadith says, whoever lives in the badia, jafa. Jafa, he will hard. Jafa means hardness in his character. It will be hard. Because if you mix with the people, you know how to deal with them. But if you don't mix with people, then how can you deal with the people? Okay? وَمَنْ أَتَى أَبْوَابِ السُّلْطَانِ أو مَنْ أَتَى بَابِ السُّلْطَانِ افتتن. Same hadith. And whoever comes to the doors of the rulers, افتتن, he will be trialed. He will come in fitna. Sheikh Al-Albani said the hadith is authentic. And whoever goes to the rulers, sultan means in Arabic rulers, abwab al-sultan, the doors of the sultan, he will get in fitna. The Salaf many of the Salaf used to prohibit to approach the rulers. Because, before you go to the sultan, to the ruler, you might say, if I go there, I give him nasiha, I will say this is haram, don't do this, raise your trouser, don't put the pictures on the wall, don't do haram. And then when you go there and you see his power and what Allah gave him, his might and his army and everything, you just laugh with him, everything is okay. You are doing well. Keep on like you're living now, keep on, you're doing well, everything is smooth. So your niyyah changes because, you're standing in front of the ruler of the country. So the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever comes to the doors of the ruler, iftutin. Imam Sufyan al-Thawri rahimahullah, he said, there were people amongst us who used to see them from the best people. And we used to stay in our houses and they used to go to the rulers. Sufyan al-Thawri said. He said, after a while, those people who we saw as the best people, they were from the worst people. And we, who used to get the distance, we were safe. Or kama qala rahimahullah. So similar how he said. So, but other scholars like Ibn Abdul Barr, of the Salaf, they used to say it's allowed to go to the ruler with conditions. You have to be strong. You have to go with giving nasiha. And wallahu a'lam. But we have the hadith. The hadith's authentic. Whoever goes to the doors of the sultan will be trialed, fitna, okay, and tested. طيب. Some people, they don't understand. When you tell them this, they think you do khuruj. over the ruler. You're against the ruler. No, akhi, this hadith of the Prophet ﷺ is authentic hadith. That doesn't mean that we are against the rulers, but this is something we accept from our beloved Messenger ﷺ, especially when the hadith is authentic. Okay, brothers? كيف تذهب إلى المدينة? How do you go to the Medina? أذهب بالقطار. I go by train. In English, by train. But B means with. So, when you're talking about transport, you use always B.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu.
Brothers in Islam, I think this B is very important. Because every transport that you use B. Every transport. You say, I go by car. أذهب بالسيارة. I go by plane. أذهب بالطائرة. You see, I go by, yes, what have you done? Bus. I go by bus. أذهب بالحافلة. What have we done also? We have done not bike. No. What's I go by bike? أذهب بالدراجة. You know, I think we will do bike. Yeah, we have bike. We have bike in the book, inshallah. MashaAllah. Look, your brother said taxi. You know 385. You see taxi, you see boat, you see bike, 385. Don't worry, inshallah, we will do that later on. But we want to finish the last two sentences. كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى المدينة? Last two sentences, brothers. كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى المدينة? How long is the journey? Takes the journey to المدينة. تستغرق ساعة. It takes an hour. ونصف الساعة. What's ونصف الساعة? And a half hour. So this is the new thing we have. نصف is half. Yes. نصف is half. تستغرق ساعة. It takes an hour. ونصف الساعة. And a half hour. So تقريبا approximately. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.